we are blitzing through the last little bit of this book because we are so sick of Bella Swan. We just can't even stand it.
And her dumbness.
And her dumbness, yes. So let's get right to it. Chapter 22, titled Flight.
A whole chapter about a plane ride.
Yes, we shall see. They have just left the room where all of the Volturi vampires are, nomming on tourists. And they're back in the reception area. Alice makes the comment to Edward, "You better make her, Bella, sit before she falls. She's going to pieces." It was only then that I realized I was shaking, my entire frame vibrating until my teeth chattered and the room around me seemed to wobble and blur in my eyes. But what I don't understand is how can you only then realize that the whole world is shaking in front of you? Wouldn't you have noticed that before? She thinks it's how Jacob feels just before he explodes into a werewolf. Alice says, "I think she's having hysterics. Maybe you should slap her."
Yay!
Then I understood. Oh, the noise was me. The ripping sound was the sobs coming from my chest. That's what was shaking me. So she's in hysterics, sobbing, teeth chattering, the world shaking around her.
Why?
She doesn't even notice. Somebody else has to point it out to her.
I don't understand.
I don't know what she's in hysterics about. Edward says, "It's alright, you're safe, and he pulls her into his arms and kind of does the, head patting thing. I knew it was stupid to react like this. To have my eyes so filled with tears I could not see his features clearly was wasteful. Insanity. She's upset about the tourists.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I'd be upset about that, too.
Then they start talking about Gianna, the receptionist, who was in the last chapter, who is human but works for the Volturi. Edward says that she's hoping they'll decide to keep her. She wants to be one of them? Bella asks. How can she want that? Doesn't Bella want to be a vampire? She should not. She's such a hypocrite. She should not say, "Poor Gianna. She works for the Volturi. She spends all her time with vampires. She wants to be one of them." How can she want to be one of them? Bella, you're the same way. You want to be one of them too. God, don't be such a hypocrite. "Oh, Edward!" I cried. And I was sobbing again. It was such a stupid reaction.
Yes.
She thinks that Edward's gonna leave again because he knows that she's not dead. So it's like, oh, she's not dead? Okay, now I'm just gonna go back to wherever I was hiding out and just leave her again. But she's okay with it. She's, sad, but she knows that that's what's gonna happen. She's kind of accepted that.
Why did you accept it the first time? We could have saved this much. I really wish that Smire didn't give everyone a name. Like the receptionist and all the people in the Volturi that have, one line.
And Lauren.
Well, not Lauren. She's recurring. But, the receptionist, why do you need to give her a name? She's not going to appear again.
You don't know that, though. She might become important. She might be Bella's new human best friend, and the two of them go around trying to make vampires bite them. It's a possibility.
It's a great bonding activity.
It is a great bonding. Chasing vampires. That's great.
Tripping with vampires.
Tripping with
The vampires run, she trips.
Yes. Nice. After Bella calms down a little bit, Alice says, "What was all that talk about singers?" Alice asked at one point, "La tua cantante," which is what Arrow said about Edward smelling Bella. Edward says, "They have a name for someone who smells the way Bella does to me. They call her my singer because her blood sings for me." Alice laughed.
Does it say that?
Yeah, Alice laughed. Bella is very tired, but she doesn't want to go to sleep because she thinks Edward will be gone if she wakes up. Now and then, as he talked with Alice, he would lean down suddenly and kiss me, his glass-smooth lips brushing against my hair. Each time it was like an electric shock to my long, dormant heart. It was heaven, right smack in the middle of hell. I only had until sunset for sure, like a fairy tale again, with deadlines that ended the magic. After the sun sets, they are allowed to leave the Volturi area.
Their castle.
Castle turret. Because after sunset they can't reveal themselves, so they're not a threat anymore. They leave, and then Alice steals a car. Another car, because the first one, I guess, wasn't good enough for them.
Yellow Porsche wasn't good enough?
Yeah, the yellow Porsche wasn't good enough. And Bella's in the back seat. Edward is driving. Alice is in the passenger seat. And Edward says, "You can sleep now, Bella. It's over." "I don't want to sleep. I'm not tired." But she's very exhausted, obviously. They arrive at an airport in Florence and ride from Florence to Rome. And then they need to transfer for a Rome to Atlanta flight. Bella knows she's going to fall asleep, so she asks the flight attendant for a Coke. "Bella," Edward said disapprovingly. He knew my low tolerance for caffeine.
You drink Coke all the time, Bella.
So then they're in the plane for a while. She keeps drinking soda and resisting even the urge to blink because she doesn't want to fall asleep. He continued to kiss my hair, my forehead, my wrists, but never my lips, and that was good. After all, how many ways can one heart be mangled and still be expected to keep beating? I just can't. I just can't.
I can't, why?
Oh my god. So she was awake the entire time, but doesn't talk to Edward about anything. All of the Cullens are at the airport and meet them, and everybody's happy to see each other, which is great. The Cullens have 2 cars, so Alice, Jasper, Carlisle, and Esme take 1 car, and Edward, Bella, Rosalie, and Emmett get in the other car. Everybody is a little nervous because Rosalie is the one who told Edward that Bella had died. But Rosalie apologizes in the car. "I'm so very sorry, Bella. I feel wretched about every part of this, and I'm so grateful that you were brave enough to go and save my brother. Please say you'll forgive me." The words were awkward, but they seemed sincere. "Of course, Rosalie," I mumbled. "It's not your fault at all. I'm the one who jumped off the damn cliff." Alright, so she forgives her. They keep driving. It was quiet then, except for the gentle thrum of the engine. I must have fallen asleep, because it seemed like seconds later when the door opened, and Edward was carrying me from the car. At first I thought we were still at the airport, and then I heard Charlie. "Bella!" he shouted from some distance. "Charlie," I mumbled, trying to shake off the stupor. "I can't believe you have the nerve to show your face here," Charlie bellowed at Edward. "Stop it, Dad," I groaned. "What's wrong with her?" "She's just very tired, Charlie. Please let her rest." "Don't tell me what to do! Give her to me! Get your hands off her!" Edward tried to pass me to Charlie, but I clung to him with locked, tenacious fingers. I could feel my dad yanking on my arm. "Cut it out, Dad! Be mad at me!" "You bet I will be," Charlie promised. "Get inside." "Okay, let me lie down." Edward set me on my feet. I could see that I was upright, but I couldn't feel my legs.
That's not good. Are you...
Wait. I trudged forward anyway until the sidewalk swirled up towards my face. Edward's arms caught me just before I hit the concrete. And then Edward tosses her onto her bed, and she falls asleep again. Alright, that's it. Recap of this chapter. Bella, Edward, and Alice fly from Florence to Forks, and Charlie's angry that Bella was gone, and Bella forgives Rosalie for telling Edward that Bella had died. That's it. Next chapter, 23, is titled The Truth. Let's see how long this one is. This one's a bit longer. It's 22 pages long. So hopefully we get this one to you pretty soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!